When World War II ended in 1945, the world stood in ruins. But out of the chaos, one nation emerged with its industry intact, its economy booming, and its confidence rising. The United States entered the post-war era not just as a survivor but as a new kind of global force. Factories that once produced tanks and bombers were now fueling an economic explosion. American innovation, steel, automobiles, electronics, became the backbone of a world desperate to rebuild. But even as the smoke cleared, a new kind of tension began forming. The United States soon faced a rival unlike any it had encountered before. Not a foreign army, but an ideology, Soviet communism. And so began the Cold War, a conflict fought not with direct battles but with influence, intelligence, technology, and the constant threat of nuclear fire. In the early 1950s, Washington and Moscow watched each other like two giants in a dark room. Every move mattered. Every breakthrough or misstep could tilt the balance of power. The world felt the weight of uncertainty, and the United States had to evolve faster than ever. Then came the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, the most dangerous moment of the entire conflict. American intelligence discovered Soviet nuclear missiles stationed just 90 miles from Florida. For 13 days, the world held its breath as President Kennedy and Soviet Premier Khrushchev faced off. The slightest miscalculation could have ended civilization. But the crisis was resolved, through strategy, restraint, and diplomacy. No missiles were fired. No war erupted. The U.S. walked away stronger, proving that power sometimes means refusing to pull the trigger. Yet the Cold War wasn't only fought in government rooms. It was fought in classrooms, laboratories, and launch pads. The United States poured resources into science and technology. Universities expanded. NASA pushed boundaries no one had imagined. And in 1969, when American astronauts landed on the moon, it wasn't just a scientific achievement. It was a declaration: innovation would be America's greatest weapon. As the 1980s arrived, the United States took a decisive turn. President Ronald Reagan introduced the Strategic Defense Initiative, a proposed missile defense system that seemed like science fiction but signaled something larger. America's technological ambition had no limits. Whether SDI ever became fully practical didn't matter. The message was clear. The U.S. was prepared to outthink, outspend, and out-innovate its adversary. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union was weakening. Economic stagnation, political pressure, and the rising desire for freedom across Eastern Europe began to crack the once solid Iron Curtain. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, not because of bombs, but because people demanded change. It was a global symbol of a system collapsing under its own weight. 2 years later, in 1991, the Soviet Union dissolved. The Cold War was over. But the United States didn't just win by outlasting its opponent. It won because it built something enduring, a world shaped by open markets, alliances, technological leadership, and cultural influence. From Hollywood films to Silicon Valley computers, American ideas traveled faster and further than any missile. Yet the story doesn't end there. Victory didn't freeze American power in time, it transformed it. And by 2025, the United States stands in a very different era. Today, economic strength is measured not in factories but in microchips. Influence is shaped not only by armies but by algorithms. The new global competition is fought in cyberspace, in energy innovation, in AI-driven research labs, and in the race to master space once again. The United States remains central in this shifting landscape because it adapts. It reinvents. It questions itself, argues with itself, and pushes forward anyway. That messy, restless energy has always been America's quiet advantage. The legacy of the Cold War is still visible today, not in the ruins of the Soviet Union but in the structures the U.S. built afterward. Institutions that stabilize global markets. Alliances that prevent conflicts before they start. Scientific breakthroughs that shape modern life. American power today is not simply military strength, it is a network of ideas, technologies, and systems that connect the modern world. And the lesson from this long struggle is clear. The United States didn't win the Cold War by force. It won by building a vision of the future that others wanted to join. And now, in 2025, the next chapter begins, one not defined by walls or missiles, but by intelligence, innovation, and the ability to shape tomorrow long before it arrives.